All right, time to work on the 74 GMC here. I'm gonna do the front brake pads. They've been squeaking a little, so let's do that today. Another gloomy Thursday morning here in sunny California. All right, let's get to work on this. All right, well, these two right here, these two screws need to slide out. Those are the slider screws. And you can see the pad is kind of not really good. The back one is. The front one, it's a little bit more wore out. Well, you pull these two screws out. Before you take them out, you want to press the piston inward so you could have access or enough room for the new pads. So let's take those off, and then we'll see how hard these are going to be to take off. The rotors look pretty good, so we're just going to deglaze them, wire wheel them with a wire brush or something, then just go from there. I am missing a nut right here. I marked it, but I never put it on. I forgot about it. But anyway, let's get back on this. Okay, just pressing right in here and wedging it back puts the piston back into the caliper, so now you could slide the caliper out, and it's actually moving pretty easy now. The caliper's look in pretty good condition. The pads are a little wore out, and you can see they're kind of glazed up all over. That's the rear one here. The front one, it's a little bit more wore out, so there it is. It's actually pretty good. It looks like they replaced these calipers recently, so we don't have to mess with that. That's a good thing. Right, here's the pads. These are CarQuest. Advance Auto Parts recently closed their doors here in, well, I guess California, and everything was on sale. I mean, they were really, like 50% off. I think these pads were like $12. They list out for like 48, something like that. So I got the shocks actually from them, and I got the fronts and the rear shocks, and I tried to get rotors, but they were out of them already. They didn't have them anymore. But I got a bunch of parts like water pumps, fuel pumps, alternators. I mean, stuff for this truck that, you know, we might end up using one of these days. They didn't have rotors or bearings. I'm going to check the bearings on these. They seem to be pretty good. I'll take the cap off and check the grease. But hoses, they were out of a lot of stuff, but I was able to get some brake pads, some brake shoes for the rear, like I said, the shocks and stuff. So I mean, Advanced Auto Parts is long gone already. Well, I had to push in the caliper piston in a little more, so this tool here works really good. You just use one of the old pads, just presses it in, so we'll be okay. I am going to put a little bit of anti-seize right in this area right here, and the 2 screws that'll screw onto there, so that'll slide back and forth no problem. I did take some emery cloth and clean these up a little bit, so it's not really, didn't really want to start wire wheeling them, because then it just takes more time. But deglazing them with emery paper works just as good. Well, that's how easy it is to take those 2 screws off. Actually, I didn't have any trouble taking them out. They were actually pretty, well, they weren't rusted or anything, so that was easy to take out. Little bit of anti-seize here, a little bit of anti-seize on the screw there, front end, or the top and the bottom. We'll be fine. The rotor, like I said, I just got some emery paper, emery cloth, and just cleaned them up a little bit. And you do want to spray a little bit of this on your brake pads before you put them on. So, I mean, I've always used this and it works good. Anyway, let's get on to the other side and we'll be done with this little project. Anyway, here it is. It's done. I put the tires back on. This is the same truck that I put that off-brand Amazon special carburetor, the $180 Quadrajet. Then I had to do the master cylinder. Then a week later, the booster went out. So the brake pads was an easy job to do. It's really nothing out of the ordinary. And I used this grease gun here. A lot of people tell me, hey, you know, why are you still using air tools? Well, that's all I had. That's all I have. And when I was working at the dealership, I would buy tools from the tool trucks. They were all air tools. I got Matco, I got Snap-on, Cornwell, more Matco stuff. This is Matco right here. So I still have my air tools. Eventually I'll buy battery operated tools, impacts, and all that good stuff. But anyway, here's the truck, 74 GMC. It's a really good truck, really nice truck. Works good. The brakes are actually probably going to be better now. I'm not going to be hearing that squeaking noise when you step on the brakes. They were really, really bad. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Be safe and see you next time.